All right, yeah, welcome back everyone to Spring 2024. Can I get a show of hands if this is your first time at a SIGPwny meeting? Lies. All right, great to see some new people out here. Yeah, let's jump right in. So if you were here last semester and you haven't already filled out the feedback form, go to that URL, sigpwny.com/feedback/fall 2023 and fill that out. It really helps us plan out what meetings we want to do and what content people are really enjoying. So yeah, for those of you new, you might be wondering, what is SIGPwny and why is our logo so cool? So SIGPwny is the special interest group for cybersecurity. And pwn in here is for hacking or owning, which is like hacker slang. And then the Y is so we can have a cool horse logo. Yeah, so we're also the largest special interest group within ACM. Yeah, why join SIGPwny? So computer security is one of the largest growing fields right now. As the stat on there, 750,000 unfilled jobs. That's a lot. And that number is going to keep going up. The rise of AI and just more systems focused jobs. And cybersecurity is really broken down into, we like to break it down into two major categories. We like to call it red teaming and blue teaming. So red teaming are people that like to break into systems, find vulnerabilities. And blue teaming is you're more on the defense side. So that means you are working within a company to patch vulnerabilities, fix problems so that other actors can't hack into your own systems. So as a club, we're going to focus more on red teaming. The reason we do this is it's way more fun. So we'll mainly be doing exercises that let you guys practice breaking into our systems that we build. And we find that it's really fun and a great learning experience. And we actually build out a whole platform. And for those of you who were here last semester, you've maybe already tried out Pwny CTF of a variety of challenges across a variety of areas where you can just try out your cybersecurity and develop your cybersecurity skills. Yeah, how do you join? So if you haven't already, go to this URL, sigpwny.com/discord to join the Discord server. And once you're in there, make sure you authenticate. So you can go to that URL and you'll get the UIUC role, and that will unlock a bunch of additional club-specific channels for people that are at the university.
Okay, so just to break down kind of how often we hold meetings. So we do, sorry, this is wrong. This should be Everett, this room. So we'll do Thursday meetings 7 to 8 p.m. These will always generally be like 15 minutes of us talking, presenting new content, and then we'll have 45 minutes where you can work on the challenges that we create. So every meeting we create challenges that kind of let you have hands-on practice with some of the things that we talked about. And then on Sundays at 2 to 3 p.m., those will be at SIGPwny CS1404. That will be like a 1 hour of kind of extended lecture. We do more deeper dives into some more advanced topics. This semester, we're planning on doing a little bit less Sunday meetings in favor of doing more CTFs. So for those who do, we'll talk about CTFs a little bit more, but basically those are competitions run by other teams, and they usually run for a weekend. So because those competitions run on weekends, we like to put those in favor of the Sunday meetings. So just a quick overview of our code of conduct. The general gist is don't be a jerk, and we'll be good. And now this one's important. This one's don't do anything illegal, because we will teach you things that if you apply them in a certain way, they could do a lot of harm to people. So we ask that you don't take any of the skills that we teach you to do anything bad. We will not take responsibility if you get caught or do anything wrong. Any challenges that we have for you, we give you explicit permission to break into those systems. That does not mean we gave you explicit permission to break into like the university website or things like that. So again, don't get arrested. That's just not what we do here. We don't do anything illegal. Again, welcome new members. Just as a brief note, we won't be covering the same material as last semester. So more of the introductory content, like basics of web hacking, basics of binary exploitation, we're not going to cover that. However, a lot of the material that we have lined up for the upcoming semester doesn't really build upon that. So we'll be teaching contents that still is beginner friendly and you can still learn things. And if we do like a topic that builds upon previous knowledge, we'll send out an announcement, tell you guys, hey, make sure to check out the slides for our previous PWN meeting. So that way, when you come to this PWN meeting, you'll have kind of the background knowledge that you need. And just as there's a lot of new faces here, so can you guys just like take a moment, introduce yourselves,
Yeah,
say
make
hi?
sure you know the names of your neighbors, you know,
Yeah.
say hi.
That is your real.
We have 20, yeah, and then we start talking about opportunities. I love how like the journals, yeah, explanation slides. I think we should actually probably add this. Wait, I'll just like switch over to the other presentation, kind of.
Okay, I can talk about the CTF if you want to talk about the opportunities.
I'm not getting that many Star Wars. Hold on,
Which way out? Switch.
Yeah. It's like it's the first goal.
Yeah, we're just catching up on that.
How about like Canadian General Kenobi? Wow. You know. Right, so the question is, what should I add?
You don't really need this.
I don't even have. I'm not qualified for this. I'm like doubling. Yeah. It might be a good idea. Jake's trying to do the same. Jake and I are thinking.
Let me copy you. Here, what I can do is. Refresh the slide.
I don't know. I feel like it's the last one trying to figure out and whether or not I can.
That's the wrong one.
Pay off.
Oh, I'll just.
Has a lot more, like, we were.
Okay, here's the thing about.
CTF slides.
Wait, did we get rid of the 26 slides?
It's hard to say how difficult they are.
Wait, where's the 26 slides?
And it's not wired in.
Do we like do one last year?
I saw it. Oh, no, I think I just saw it. It's just that one.
It is this one?
The one with the chart.
Oh, okay, all right, we're good. Okay. Okay.
All right, guys, we're gonna continue on. We just have a couple more things about the opportunities and stuff we're gonna be doing this semester. So firstly, as in with the fall semester, we'll be continuing to do PWny CTF. But I'm sure raise your hand if you've never heard of CTF or you're never competed in one before. Okay, so I see a couple hands. So if you're not familiar, CTF is a Jeopardy style, which means there's multiple challenges up. And for each thing you hack, you get points. So if you hack website, 300 points, you might be hacking stuff like a password checker, an insecure program, maybe even a video game. And we typically compete against other universities on these competitions. So to build our skills, we run our own CTF. So typically CTFs are just a day or two long, but we run this throughout the whole semester and we keep the challenges up for you guys to practice. So if you guys sign up at that URL, ctf.sigpwny.com, you can start trying out the challenges we have. And we try to make our challenges very beginner friendly, so that you can really build up your skills in an incremental sort of way instead of going from a very difficult CTF challenge we'll play in a competition. Yeah, so if you're new, I'd recommend signing up and making an account right now. You can maybe check out the challenges we already have up. And as we go through meetings throughout the semester, we'll probably be building upon content that we've already covered. So it's always a great idea to look at the challenges we have up. Yeah, this is outdated.
That's outdated. Ignore that.
Outdated.
Okay.
And then Min's going to talk about other opportunities we have for the semester.
Okay. So I'm currently running eCTF this year. So eCTF is short for embedded CTF. So for those of you who don't know, embedded systems are very important in our daily lives. We use them every day. And one of the things that the CTF tests you is how can you design an embedded system to be secure. So the challenges changes every year. Last year, it was a car and a key fob system. So you had to figure out how to build like a fob that can unlock a car. But then now you've got these other attacks, like someone could clone the communication between the fob and the car and then just replay that to unlock the car later. So thinking about attacks like that is very important. This year, we are building a framework for medical devices. So we're building essentially kind of like a modular system where you have generic components. These components can do like whatever in the medical field, like be an insulin pump, measure vitals. And we have to provide a system that allows these components to communicate with each other, store data, and maintain patient confidentiality. So here's some pictures. Last year we got 3rd place. So that was us in Washington, D.C. At the awards ceremony. And just a little bit more information. So we use most teams use C, so you'll be looking at a lot of C code when you're auditing other teams. But we personally use Rust. And the way it works is we design our firmware first, and then we ship it to the organizers, and then the organizers will give us other teams' implementations. And so the way it works is we get points for defending our system early on based on our code strength. And the attack phase lets us attack other teams to try and break their systems and get points that way. So it's a semester long, January, April. It just literally started like Wednesday. So there's still time to join. In addition, we work with Professor Lipchenko. He advises the EC courses, but he's also allowing us to have an optional 1 credit hour course for ECTS specifically. So if you're interested in getting some course credit, that could be a great way to do that. We have our second meeting this Saturday, January 20th at 5 p.m. in ECB 2015. If you're interested, message me on Discord. My name is Min, or my handle is White Hacker. Yeah, that's all. It's really fun. It's a great way to learn about hardware, even if you're not an EC student. And yeah. And then last but not least, we also run a global event for the larger cybersecurity community. So we call this UIU CTF. The C is kind of like for both champagne and capture the flag. But this we run in the summer. Right now we have it scheduled for June 28th. But generally we start preparing a lot sooner. We develop challenges starting in the spring. We always every year create a website which looks really cool. We have like a recurring thing, like 2021 was like kind of Gatsby retrofuturism. UIU CTF 2022 was like generative art. And then we had awesome Windows theme for UIUCTF 2023. So 2024, we're planning to do some sort of transit system kind of thing, like a map of a metro system. So if that interests you, we're looking for developers to either work on challenges or work on the website or just work on infrastructure. We also got an anonymous donation that allows us to, of a large sum of money from a previous alum, that allows us to pay you guys. So it's kind of like a part-time internship. So if you're interested in making like a little bit money over summer and also working on UIUCTF, that could be a great way to do that. Right, that's out of place.
But the slides did not get refreshed.
Should I come over there so Zoom can hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Darsh, you have a
Oh, yeah.
How do you get involved with like?
Yeah, so just send a message in the club general channel
I can start.
on Discord. Yeah, you can we'll have like a little rally place if you're interested, and then we'll give you the role. Any other questions about UICTF, ECTF? Yeah.
What would the time?
For UIUCTF, so there is not like a really hard time commitment for UIUCTF because like we have a lot of time. We generally do a lot of country during the summer as well, so there isn't really a lot of stress during the spring. For something like ECTF, that is we meet weekly, and we have different meeting times to accommodate different schedules. Any more questions? Okay. Yes, and then lockpicking.
Yeah, okay. Hi Zoom, hi not Zoom. Last semester, if you didn't know, I ran some socials where we just like casually picked locks for an hour. They were like once a week. And I'm planning on doing those again. Currently, I'm thinking once roughly every 2 weeks, maybe. Currently, I don't have a time secured because I kind of want to figure out when people that are interested want to meet. So if you don't have the lockpicking role on Discord and you're interested in lockpicking sometimes as like a little social, grab that role. It's self-assignable. And I'll be sending out a when to meet in the next couple days, just kind of vibing out when people are available for that, and then hopefully we can get started on that soon.
Thank you. Okay, and then some more opportunities that we have lined up. You can run a meeting. So generally in the spring, we keep our meeting schedule pretty flexible. So if you have a topic that you're passionate about, that you want to learn more about in terms of security, then you can create a presentation and you can come up and present. And it's just generally a good time. We also have SIGPwny projects that we kind of work on to keep the club running generally. So we have a Discord bot, which we use to manage CTFs. We have a website, and we also have our Pwny CTF platforms. So if you're interested in just like doing general development, SIGPwny is also great for you to improve those skills as well. Okay, so next meetings this Sunday, we're going to have a hot cocoa social. We're going to send out more details on Discord soon, but we'll probably have it in SIGPwny CS1404. Next Thursday is ACM at UIUC Spring Open House, so there will be no meeting. I'm actually not sure if that time and location is accurate. Just know that there is an open house planned for next Thursday, so we won't be having a meeting. And then the following Sunday, we'll be talking about editors. So this is a meeting that George will be running and possibly Richard. It will be they are very diehard Vim Emacs enthusiasts. Oh, sorry, just Emacs. But we'll talk about like Vim, Nano, if that is your boat as well. Yeah, it'll be fun. The But that's all. Thank you for coming. And we'll see you in the future meetings.
And if you have any questions, can I have all the admins stand up real quick? Like you can ask most of us if you have any questions about the club.
Help us as well.
Helpers as
You can also
well. Helpers
up.
stand up.
We have a very large group, but they yeah.
Okay, everyone's.
Yeah. So you can ask any of us for questions. We're all super friendly. Yeah, thanks for coming.
Only some of us bite.
Sometimes.
So it's like a theory problem. One of them bites, but you don't know who. It's like after a series of bites, they come in and bites, like he's not.
Proud of you, Rusty.
Or this.
I just threatened to bite myself.